Got quite a bit of stuff changed. So, first things first, we got some new emotes to the channel. We got some BTTV emotes. I have been neglecting to add those for some time for whatever reason. Probably the same reason I neglected to stream for months. So we got Cat Jam, we got Monka S, we got a Megalol, Clap, Easy, Hypers, Pog Sag, Gaki Hyper, Pepe Laugh, Pepega, Feels Weird Man, Pepe D, Ayaya, and Mod Check. Yes, I had to add Ayaya. That's a requirement pretty much. For now, all of these emotes are going to stay. I don't. If I were to remove one of them for PP Overheat, I'm not sure which one I would remove. You can see there's this behind me. That is, oh my gosh, my focus. Focus? Hello? There we go. Okay, that is just so that way there's less of the unsightly background behind me. But yeah, that's how it's gonna be. So we got that, we got done. Oh, you can see the new hair. The new hair. It's kind of wicked. We got, oh, what the? Wait a minute, hold on. What the? Yo, what? Oh my, holy, that is, oh my gosh. Okay, wow. We'll just, yep, you didn't see that. I'll just pretend that never happened. Because a lot of the people that do watch me are friends of mine who also stream, so they're busy with their own streams. Thank you for the follow. That's okay. That's an interesting name, Milkful. I'll call you Milkful. Nice, nice, good one. But yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. That's yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much always doing well. It's just in this case, when I say I'm doing well, I just mean I'm feeling like streaming. It's a lot easier for me to notice newcomers because it says first time chat from viewer on the message that you first send. Hopefully you enjoy every aspect of it. The background name, the background music, hopefully my face, you know, it's at least a 3.5 out of 10, okay? 3.5 out of 10 at least. Is a small streamer from Germany. No need to think about it. Ah, from Germany. Then I definitely haven't watched them, but you know, it's pretty hard to like be a streamer outside of like speaking Spanish or English. If you speak any other language, then you have a much harder time actually getting a large following, like a considerably large following, like say 10,000 viewers or something like that. On YouTube, it's English, Spanish, and any Indian languages. I mean, your English is a lot better than many native English speakers that I know. So that goes for a lot of people who learn English rather than, or a lot of people who study English rather than learn through social like situations. Because when you learn socially, you're pretty much like stemming your own knowledge of English from people who had to learn from other people who had to learn from other people who had to learn from other people and so on. That's from reading English subtitles on legal anime websites. Oh boy. You know, hey, at the very least, it gives you another avenue of communication. You get to speak to people that you wouldn't normally be able to speak to, and I think that's a cool thing about learning languages is being able to talk to people. Do I watch anime? I have seen some anime, yeah. What are my favorites though? ReZero, Mariaholic, Myriad, Colors, Phantom World. That's another one. It's a really good animation. I love the animation in that. Steins Gate, Magical Index, that's another good one. 1 and 2, not 3. 3 is a mess. 3 is an absolute mess. I have no clue what they did with that. Psyche K, that's another good one. Dr. Stone is another good one, and Bunny Girl Senpai, but I don't have enough space to put that there. So yeah, there you go. Oh, hello, Lucy. How's it going? How are you? Also, love the Vebe emote. I'm gonna take a guess and say that at the very least you have not seen Psyche K, certain magical index, and myriad colors. Oh, and Maria Holic. There you go. Oh, I can hear it now. My PC is already dying. Goodness gracious. It's so bad. I have to get a new one. I've watched Psyche K, Magical Index, and Railgun. Oh my gosh. And Maria Holic. Nice. Check my wish list. I have 25 games in my wish list. Some of them I don't actually want to play. Yeah, Brawlhalla is like, I don't know. Brawlhalla is just a game that I play really when I'm bored. Obsessed with the Scythe dude. I think I know which Scythe dude you're talking about, and I hate that character. I hate going against that character. It's probably a really good character. I don't have the patience to try to learn that character. Stick Fight the game is a game that I really hold on. This is one that I really would like. Because I don't know. The only thing is I need friends. That's what I need. I need friends who would be down to play this. So I'm gonna buy it if I can find people to play with. I'm gonna buy it and we're gonna play it on stream because I think that would be some really good content. For now, it's just in the wish list and it's gonna stay there. And we'll see if we find anybody. Oh, this was a game that I was really interested in. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's difficult these days, okay? Don't knock yourself down about not being able to. And lots of people have that same issue. Boom boom pew pew subscribe to your channel. Wow, okay. Thanks, Microsoft Edge, for giving me that notification. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to expand on that point, because I think if it's somebody who's really, really, really good at the game, then I can really understand, like, streaming it extremely often, like, pretty much every single day, every hour of the week, whatever. But if you're somebody who doesn't really talk much, like, you only just look at the screen and just play the game, then I don't know. I just don't really see that much of a point in trying to do that, unless you're doing like a challenge or something that's like relatively difficult in terms of gameplay. You should either be somebody who commentates a lot, or you're really good at the game. One of those two. And unfortunately, I'm not the really good at the game criteria, but I am the talk a lot criteria. When you have enough viewers on stream, I think it's fine to like not specifically welcome each and every individual chatter, because at some point it gets a little too ridiculous. Like at some point you can't welcome every single person that comes into your stream. But I don't know. If you're like a 20 viewer Andy, like really you can't take the time to just say hello. If you're someone who gets like 3 messages in like 5 minutes, come on, really you're gonna be that stuck up and entitled to not like say hello or respond to the messages? Like, and the only exception that I can see, even if you're a small streamer, is if you're playing a game that really requires all of your focus. Like if you're actively playing a PvP game or even a PvE game that's like really tough, then sure, take some time to focus on the game first, respond to the messages later. I totally understand where you're coming from, because that's very true, and I don't get it. I think it's just like this idea that, oh well, I think I'm gonna be famous someday, so you guys have to pay attention to me, I don't have to pay attention to you, that kind of thing. But yeah, I do have a list of commands available. YouTube does that as well. I thought only Netflix did that. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does it. It's it's a gimmick to get you to pay for YouTube Premium. That's what it is. They want you to pay for YouTube Premium, and so in order to do that, whenever you're auto playing videos, it'll it'll stop at the end of one video to ask you if you're still watching, and you have to click the yes option on the dialog box. So I don't know, it's weird. I've been only throwing items. I've been giving myself a challenge to only throw items. Yeah, it is annoying. I really wish they didn't do that, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. You know, they want that money, and that's how the corporate world works. You got every single thing that you can squeeze money out of, squeeze money out of. And I mean, you know what they say, the rich don't get rich by not doing rich things, and that is a rich thing to do, is squeeze money out of people with services that, you know, were already offered before, but you know what, now you got to pay for them, I guess. It sucks. Okay, I don't play as many games as you might think, by the way, but sometimes I find an interesting one and then squeeze every single bit of content out of it so that my playtime is unreasonably high. You know, honestly, that sounds like every League player, every WoW player, every Dota player, every Team Fortress player. They squeeze as much content out of that game as possible until it's dead, and they're still squeezing it. The only issue with like playing a game when you don't like fully enjoy it is if you're only playing it because you've spent money on it. And this is an issue that my best friend mentioned to me before, when it comes to like people playing games that are kind of gotcha games. Oh, that's loud. That are like gotcha games. People will continue playing the game even when they don't enjoy it because they feel like if they stop playing, they've wasted their money. And I think that's really bad to do, because yes, this is a game that you spent your money on, and technically you will have lost that money if you stop playing the game. Yes. But you haven't really lost what it's given you. And if you found enjoyment in the things that you bought in that game, or the content that you got out of it by paying, then you haven't really lost anything. There's nothing to be lost, because you got the value that you were looking for. I always wondered why people would pay money for skins. It's obviously their money, so it's also their choice, but why? I don't get it. You don't benefit from it at all. You benefit from it for the aesthetics. And I think like, not saying that this is what you're trying to do, but I think a lot of people really downplay what it means when something looks a certain way. I don't know. I personally don't spend money on skin myself, but I totally understand anybody who would, because you just want to alter the way that the game looks. You know, I think it's a lot cooler when developers have a donate button that says, if you like this game, donate to us. That way we can develop it further. By donating, you might get a goodie or something. I don't feel personally that that's like so different from offering skins and stuff that it, you know, is a point that should be made. You know, I don't think there's too much of a difference of a company offering something if you donate versus offering an item that you can pay for. They accomplish the same thing. The end goal is the same. In both situations, the user pays, technically, the user gives money, and the user gets something in return. It depends on company integrity, right? Because if they're not really that trustworthy, or if they're like some big name company or whatever, then they're likely gonna they're likely going to like have certain like set amount that you can donate, like, oh, you can only donate 10, 15, 25, 50, or $100, something like that, um in order to, like, you know, force you to pay at least a certain amount, even if like a company like Epic Games were to do the donate instead of buying skins thing, they would probably pull some cheap tactic like that. Well, yeah, and that's the biggest thing about doing things is being absolutely certain, not that you can do it, but that you can learn to do it. Because always if you're like arrogant about it, like if you think, oh, I know I'll be able to do this when the time comes, even if you haven't learned it, then number one, that's arrogance, as I said. Number two, you're going to fail miserably. Or even if you don't necessarily like fail miserably, you're going to do considerably worse than you figured you might have. And you'll be disappointed. And that will be a fail miserably. So always just be certain of what you can't do, but be certain of what you can learn. It's 5 a.m. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious, you should have been asleep a long time ago. And yet you judged me for being up at 5 a.m. watching your stream. That's just shameful. That's shameless. Okay. Sleep. Hope you sleep well. Hope that I don't know, the bed bugs don't bite, the monster under your bed doesn't come out, and the sleep paralysis demons don't attack you, or at least don't terrify you more than necessary. Yeah. You know, that's always what we hope for. We hope that others can possess a treasure that we can't possess ourselves. With that being said, sleep. Go to sleep. Go to bed. It's 5 a.m. You're gonna wake up at like 3 p.m. What, the 4 hours? Why? You're literally XQC in a female body. Goodness gracious. XQC sleeps like 5 hours and thinks that's okay for the rest of his life. He's gonna die at like 30 years old. I mean, he's 27, so he's only got 3 years left. Yeah, you guys can hear that. Hold on. I just hit my computer and that actually worked. I hit... Oh, okay, never mind. Gosh dang it. It was a temporary fix, okay? This is the most not gaming I've done in a stream in a very long time. Because, I mean, I guess it helps that previously I would mostly stream Minecraft. So, and Minecraft is a game where you don't have to really focus on it in order to do chatting. But with Brawlhalla, you know, I had to make long breaks in between games to chat. Because, you know, if I tried to read chat and play the game at the same time, I would just be dying every 4 seconds.
Waiting for you right here, I don't know what to fear, I lost my mind. Waiting for you right here, I don't know